What's going on, guys? This is Jack, and I have Captain Sports here on the phone. We're doing pick'em, but we're doing quarantine edition. We're doing the social distancing. I'm just kidding. We had a rough night. We're recuperating, and he's at his house. So, say hi to the video, Captain Sports.
What's going on, fellas and ladies? How we doing?
Yep. So we are in week 8. Week 8. We're doing another edition of Pick'ems, and let's get it going.
Alright, so today we are starting off with the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Pack.
Green Bay Pack. Minnesota's been very bad this year. They've been inconsistent. They've only won one game.
I believe so, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is another week of a Dalvin Cook-less Minnesota Vikings.
So that adds on it. Unless Captain Kirk comes out and has a fantastic game, which I doubt. I don't see the Vikings winning this game, so I'm going to take the Packers.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to second that, because not only is Minnesota playing in Lambeau this week, but even if Captain Kirk does come out and have a fantastic game in his own right, it's just not going to be enough. One fantastic game from Captain Kirk is not going to beat a Green Bay team that's on fire this year.
I agree. All right, matchup number 2.
Matchup number 2, we have Titans-Bengals.
Titans-Bengals. Joe Burrow, he is in contention for Rookie of the Year, without a doubt. I would have to say it's a split between him and Justin Herbert. But Joe Burrow's been playing good. He's been getting better every week. But when it comes down to the teams and the matchups, I think I like Tennessee better. I think all the way around, I think Tennessee's got a better team. They gotta, and honestly, they have a better coach, and they know how to win. So I'm gonna go with the Titans.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go the same way. I feel like King Henry is getting ready to knight the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep. All right, matchup number 3.
Let's go with, and I want to bring up real quick, we're talking about contention of the Rookie of the Year. We actually have another rookie from that same draft class starting today. We are going to start Mr. Tua Tagovailoa with the Miami Dolphins today.
Poor Ryan Fitzpatrick, man. God.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, man. Hey, Tua, Ryan, you've been playing great, Tua. You're starting this week. You're getting the Rams right off the bat, right out of the gate.
Yeah, you're getting Aaron Donald. Welcome to the NFL.
Wait, what? No, can I go back to school for a year and then I'll come back and draft next year?
Yeah. I need my knee to get a little bit more time.
You know what, Coach? It hurts again. I'm done. I don't want to do this.
Put Fitzmagic in there.
Yeah, get back in the game. I'm good. I'll wait until we're playing like the Jets or some shit.
There you go.
Speaking of the Jets, next matchup we have Jets-Chiefs.
Jets-Chiefs. This could be a quick one, Chiefs.
Yeah, so this is probably the worst matchup in football in the last few years, honestly. Can we just skip over this one? This one's kind of a dumb matchup.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we're unanimous Chiefs. We're gonna, just kind of do whatever they want all game long. So let's go Colts Lions.
Colts Lions. That I like that matchup a little bit better.
Who actually?
Huh?
I said I do as well.
Yeah. The Lions have been playing. They've been quietly putting together a not a bad season. I mean, they're still not an elite team or anything like that, but they can win when they need to. That being said, I like the Colts a lot. I think they have a good team. They got good receivers. They got a good running back with Jonathan Taylor. I mean, that guy's been a stud this year. Phillip Rivers, he's the guy that's had a lot of time under his belt at the quarterback position. So is Matthew Stafford. But I think with that, I'm going to have to go with the Colts. I think the Colts just edge them out just by a little bit.
So I agree with the majority of that. The only thing that kind of sets me off track a little bit is the fact that Phillip Rivers, like you said, has had a lot of times quarterback position in this league. But the weird thing about that is he also has a receiver on that team who has a lot of time in the NFL as the receiver position, who's not getting targets this year. So that hinders their offense. I feel like you get T.Y. Hilton a little more involved, all of a sudden that offense breaks open a little bit more. So I don't like that about the Indianapolis Colts offense. Like you said, Matthew Stafford, long time in the league, really good quarterback for a really long time, a lot of years.
He probably is the next Phillip Rivers, to be honest with you.
I don't know, though. He has a stronger arm than Phillip Rivers.
Well, yeah, but I was saying, how long he's been with the team, and, he's been...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's going to retire a Lion, more than likely. If I had to guess, he's in his 30s now. If I had to guess, he's going to retire a Lion. But I, as far as the offensive standpoint go, both defenses, the Colts defense is going to edge out, the Lions defense. The Lions aren't that great at defense. But as far as offensive weapons go, Matt Stafford, huge arm. He's got Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones, T.J. Hawkinson, DeAndre Swift has come on. Adrian Peterson is still a force to be reckoned with. I just like Detroit's offense. I went against Detroit last week, and I really didn't want to, but I made the call, and Todd Gurley didn't help me out at all. I'm taking Matthew Staff's infection. I like the Lions this week.
You're taking the Lions. This is our first split of the day. Okay.
So up next is your matchup of the week, Steelers-Ravens.
It is in my opinion, yeah, it's the matchup of the week. I think it's the most interesting because back in the day, man, when we used to watch football, the hardest hitting rivalry. I can remember guys like Troy Polamalu, Brian Kiesel. Lamar Woodley was there, and then when you go to the Ravens, you had Ray Lewis, you had Elvis Dumerville was there at one time. Terrell Suggs. Those guys, they had very good defenses going up against each other. And then you had, at the time, some pretty good quality, quarterback play, too, between Flacco and Roethlisberger. And I think today it's going to be another good game to watch. But, man, I'm high on the Steelers this year. The Steelers are the only undefeated team left in the league. I've seen what Lamar Jackson does when he plays against big teams and in big games. I'm gonna take the Steelers.
All right, so here comes our second split of the day today. I'm gonna go Ravens for a couple of reasons. One, they're playing in Baltimore, so that's gonna add another element of difficulty to Pittsburgh. Obviously, along with already having to stop Lamar Jackson and that stout running game that Baltimore has, because you got to remember, Lamar Jackson's not the only guy on that team that can run. They have Mark Ingram, they have J.K. Dobbins. They've got guys on that team that can run the ball. And then you have, as great as Pittsburgh's receiving corps is, and they are, Baltimore's isn't any slouch either. They got guys like Marquise Hollywood Brown on that team that you have to keep an eye on where he is on the field. Now,
yeah, they have a very good tight end too with Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Mark Andrews, they've got a good offense, and like you said, this is a defensive matchup. Both teams have good defenses, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to come down to who has a more high-powered offense. As you say every week, respect that, man. I get it, but you also have to respect Lamar Jackson. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Baltimore for like I said, a couple simple reasons. One being home field advantage. You can't take away from the fact that helps the team out.
Yeah.
So next we have the Rams-Dolphins. This is my Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua, yeah. This is going to be interesting. And I'm kind of scared for Tua because once you mess up a knee, man, that is something that really you can mess up again easily. And man, I think that he's going to be under a lot of pressure from that defensive line in LA. But if he can make some, I do think he will be able to make some plays. But this being his first game jitters or whatever. He got to come in and do a little bit last week. Everybody said it looked good. But I think he's playing a different team. I think I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think they're back in form and they're looking good.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams too. I'm gonna take the Rams in kind of a low-scoring game. Because I don't think the Rams are really going to have to do that much this week, honestly. Miami's no slouch. I think they are going to put up points. I can see a couple score, maybe 14 points in this game.
I hope Myles Gaskin scores because he's on my fantasy team.
That was my point exactly. You have a running back who in his own right this year is also, I believe, Myles Gaskin is a rookie as well, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, so in his own right, he is also in contention for Rookie of the Year with Jonathan Taylor and Joe Burrow and all those guys. I can see Miami putting up some points this week, just solely on the legs of Myles Gaskin, just because, he's done that to everybody this year. It doesn't matter who you are. I think Tua is going to struggle this week, and I don't think it's going to be his fault. Sean McVay is going to take advantage of the fact that Tua hasn't played any kind of consistent football in a couple of years now.
Yep.
So Sean McVay is going to throw. Not only is he not playing consistent football, but he doesn't know how to read NFL defenses. So he's already not going to know what's going on. And I think Sean McVay is just going to start throwing stunts at him early. So I think he's going to struggle just because he doesn't know what he's looking at yet. And I think Sean McVay is going to take advantage of that. So I could see this going 24-14. Like I said, I don't think the Rams are going to have to do that much offensively.
Yeah, I agree.
So next matchup, we're going to go Pats-Bills.
That's that's a good one. I like that. That's a good. But injuries have plagued the Patriots this year, and I just do not think that they're the same team that they have been in the past. I definitely think it's been Brady doing it for Belichick than compared to Belichick doing it for Brady. And the Bills are a good team this year, and I do solemnly believe that they're going to win the division this year. And for that fact, I got to go with the Bills. I think the Bills are going to win it. If I had to give a score, I'd probably go 27-10 because the Pats do not have a offense this year.
So I'm obviously going to go Bills as well. The Patriots have shot me in the foot this year, so I'm definitely going to go Bills for one specific reason, and it's a quote that I heard Josh Allen make earlier today. In fact, as a third-year player, I've seen so many strides from this guy, and now he's becoming the team leader. He said, you know what, our running game isn't doing very well.
I think some weeks he is the running game, to be honest with you.
That's exactly what I'm saying, but the two running backs. Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Singletary?
Singletary, and then the rookie.
I
think his name now. Anyways, they're two running backs. Both of them.
All right, sorry about that. We had a little interruption, but we're back.
Their running backs are having some issues, and Josh Allen went out and said, you know what, guys, if I have to be the one who gets the running game started, I'll do it. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get our team this victory. So not only do I think Josh Allen has gobs of talent, dude is just loaded with talent, now he's becoming the leader in the face of the franchise. So I'm going to take the Bills in this matchup, and I really think Josh Allen is making huge steps in his career now.
I agree.
This is what I expect to be a really, really good game going into the day. We got the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns.
The Browns are. They have a good record, and they beat some good teams this year. Odell Beckham just went out for injury. I think that's going to kind of hinder the team. And out of the two, I look at the coaches and the Browns. They have a fairly new coach compared to Las Vegas. They got Gruden. And Gruden and the Raiders, they have not looked bad this year. They've been competitive. They didn't look too good last week when they played the Bucs, but the Bucs had a lot of people on their field, for offense, and it's hard to play against a team like that. But anyways, I think that out of the two, record aside, I think the Raiders are a better team, and I think I'm gonna take the Raiders over the Browns.
Okay, so this is where it becomes a very difficult situation for me because I've stated multiple times, multiple weeks, that I believe both of these teams are real.
Yeah.
That being said, this is why I call this a matchup of the week. This is a very intriguing matchup. You have Josh Jacobs versus Kareem Hunt. You have Darren Waller against the likes of Austin Hooper and David Njoku, the tandem tight end.
Austin Hooper's out.
Is he? Okay, so instead of having the tandem tight end, now you just have the tight end who can catch touchdowns on anybody, which is huge.
Yeah.
You got two pretty stout defenses. You have speed up and down both offenses. The only issue here is you got the battle of the untrustables at quarterback. That being said, like I said, I think both of these teams are for real. I just think that Cleveland has built their team up a little differently and a little smarter than Vegas has, and they've done it. They've been doing it for a lot longer. I'm going to go ahead and take Cleveland this week.
Go Cleveland.
So up next, you like this matchup for some reason. This is the 2 and 4 throwdown. We have the Chargers Broncos.
It's not the fact that I like it. I think I just think if Herbert would have started the season, I mean, even though Tyrod Taylor got him the win the first week, I think they won by 3 points that first week. Ever since Herbert's come onto the scene, man, he's been really good. He's been putting up good numbers. I mean, in fantasy last week, I started him over Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, man, maybe I shouldn't have done that because Aaron Rodgers went off against the Texans. But Herbert, I think he ended up putting up like 38 points for me. Like the guy went off, and he's a dual threat. The dude can throw it and he can run it. And the Chargers have some weapons on his side. They have Hunter Henry tight end. He'll get you some catches. Keenan Allen is always dangerous. They have. I know Eckler's not there, and I think that's where Herbert is such a dual threat. So I definitely think the Chargers are going to win this because Denver, they have a good defense or whatever, but they've just been a mess at quarterback this year. And I just don't think that Cortland Sutton's out for the year. They didn't have him, so that kind of hindered them. I just think that the Chargers are. I think the Chargers are the second best team in that division. I know they're behind the Raiders, but the Chargers are very good. They can compete with anybody. They've shown that. Their record doesn't show it, but they're in games until the end. And I think once Herbert matures and stuff, that guy's going to be dangerous, and he's going to be very good in the league. So yeah, I'm taking the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. Got it right this time. Over the Broncos.
So I think this game here for me is a double-edged sword. I agree. I think that Justin Herbert has all the ability to be something special in this league, and I think he will be given time, and hopefully they build around him. And who knows? I mean, they are the Chargers, so there's no guarantee there. But the only thing that I look at in this matchup right now, in the battle of the 2 and 4s, is you're right. The Chargers weren't in for the games that they lost, but all that is indicative. That's indicative of the fact that they can't win games at the end of the game. That's all that says to me. So unless the Chargers go out and just jump to a huge lead, I don't feel comfortable with them in this game. If it comes down to the end, they haven't been able to do it yet. So I don't know that they can win a game at the end of the game if it's close. So I'm going to take Denver because I think that they're going to go ball control. They're going to do a lot of running. They're going to try to keep the ball out of Herbert's hands.
I did not see you taking the Broncos over the Chargers. I thought we were going to stay consistent on that one. That surprises me. That's a surprise.
I got to throw a wrench, man.
You got to throw a wrench.
Up next, we have Saints Bears.
Saints Bears. God, man, I picked the Bears to beat the Rams last week, and boy, did that backfire in my face.
Quickly.
They didn't have an offense last week.
Backfired promptly.
Yeah, they didn't have an offense last week, and man, dude, I do not know what to think about Nick Foles. Like 1 week he'll look really good, and then the other week I'm like, man, why is that guy on the field?
That's the sneakiness.
Yeah, man, he is an enigma, and I don't know what to think about that. That being said, man, that's tough because if the Bears defense come to play, I think the Bears could pull it out. But man, I think I'm gonna have to give it to the Saints. I think the Saints will beat the Bears. I think they're a little bit better of a team because the quarterback. I think he's a little bit better than Nick Foles. And fun fact for everybody watching, Drew Brees and Nick Foles went to the same high school, which is pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna be talking about that if you watch the game. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Saints. I'm gonna take Saints over the Bears.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and toe the company line and stay true to the fact. I'm gonna take the Saints as well, but I'm gonna take the Saints for one big reason and one big name in the NFL. Alvin Kamara is gonna do what Alvin Kamara does every week.
Yep,
So
he's very good.
next, the Niners Seahawks. That's gonna be a good game.
That is a good game. Oh man, the Seahawks made me mad last week because I picked them to win over the Cardinals, and they gave it away there at the end, and they lost by a field goal.
Another fun fact: I picked the upset in that game last week.
He did. What was our thing last week? I don't remember.
I think we were both like 8-7 or something like that.
We need to like at the end of the year or something. We need to like have a scoring tally.
Well, I'm gonna get us a whiteboard for some videos. We're gonna start keeping up with it. We're gonna keep track of them.
Let me do because I'm kind of getting rushed off the phone here. Let me do. I'm gonna take the Seahawks. No. I'm sorry.
Seahawks as well.
I'm gonna take the 49ers then.
I'm gonna take Seahawks. I think they're pissed off.
Okay.
Let's go Cowboys Eagles.
Cowboys Eagles. I don't know a lot about Ben DiNucci, and the Cowboys have been a disaster this year. I hate to say it, but I'm taking the Eagles.
I am as well. I don't think Big Ben DiNucci is going to be able to throw the ball 50 times a game like they've asked every quarterback to do this year. So I'm going to go Eagles as well.
If the Cowboys win, I will be pleasantly surprised, but I doubt it.
So
let's try to go get Trevor Lawrence.
Last game of the week, we got Buccaneers Giants.
Buccaneers Giants, dude. I'm taking the Bucks all the way.
Yeah, me too.
Bucks have got a good team.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks.
So that's gonna wrap up week 8 pick'ems for us. Anything else you want to say to the for the video?
As I say every week, good luck to all you fantasy owners. If you're playing me, I don't wish you anything.
You're going down.
Ass whooping.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been Jack and Captain Sports signing off.